Hey guys, welcome back and happy Wednesday, which means happy Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Real Housewives of Salt Lake City premiere day. I know I've said this in a few other videos, but I've already seen the premiere for tonight's episode and it is absolutely great. So make sure you tune in. That way you can join Jason and I tomorrow at 12 p.m. where we mention it all. We're going to be breaking down Beverly Hills and Salt Lake City. And in the meantime, we just got a preview clip for tonight's Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, where we get the awkward sit down with Kathy Hilton, Lisa Rinna, and Kyle Richards. But we also have Garcelle news, so lots to discuss. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, one, I need a few things from you guys here because I love you guys so much. I'm sitting here waiting for a hurricane and I just need to be enlightened. I don't know, but go to Hot Messy Podcast on YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to that. That way you can get behind the scenes and teasers of every upcoming episode. And then go to the description of this video, go to Hot Messy Podcast, drop us a 5-star rating. It's free. And let's kick this off right. Now, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys. So before I get into the Kathy Hilton, Lisa Rinna preview clip, I wanted to talk a little bit about Garcelle because Garcelle is now answering if she will or will not return to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills next season. She's talking about the Kathy meltdown and, well, there are a few other things. So thank you to Reality Blurb for mentioning it all. Garcelle attended the History Talks event in Washington, D.C. earlier this week, where she was asked if she would be returning to Bravo for the upcoming 13th season of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Let me answer that for her. Yes, we need Garcelle on the show. I mean, would the show go on without Garcelle? Yes, it absolutely would. But do we love having her on the show? Yeah, she's like an anchor. She's a peacemaker. It's not always peaceful. It's still Housewives, but I don't want to see Garcelle go anywhere. I saw where some people were like, Garcelle doesn't bring anything to the show. I don't know what the hell they're talking about. I think Garcelle brings a lot to the show, and I think it's vital that we keep her around. Before sharing her thoughts on Kathy's controversial meltdown in Aspen, dishing on the end of the reel, and revealing how she's living the American dream as an immigrant, Garcelle answered a question about her future on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She said, "You gotta ask Bravo." That's what she told Entertainment Tonight on September 27th when asked if she plans to return next season. Again, I'm answering it for you, Garcelle. Yes, you have to return. In recent weeks, Kathy's meltdown has been at the center stage of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, but according to Garcelle, she hasn't been too fazed by the incident. It's not just recent weeks. We've been talking about this freaking meltdown in Aspen for like 6 months. This thing has been going on for forever. She said, "Oh my God, I love Kathy. I just feel like we all have meltdowns. Things happen. She's a lovely lady, and I'm glad the season is over." Yeah, I'm sure you are. I mean, I feel like this has been the longest running season ever. It hasn't been, but it feels that way. After attending an event at the White House where Elton John, who has also found himself in the midst of the drama on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, due to the Elton John Foundation feud between Sutton Stracke and Lisa Rinna, he performed, and Garcelle was met with an impressive lineup at the History Talks event where she noted that history is so important. "This is why I came to this country as an immigrant. It's really sort of, put my stamp in the world and also learn about so many other people. I did not know about Katherine Johnson until I saw Hidden Figures. History is important and I want to know more. I want my kids to know more. So this was an opportunity that I could not pass up." Walking the red carpet alongside Garcelle was Julia Roberts, who the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star was pleased to meet. She said, "I met Julia Roberts. Oh my God." And Julia apparently was saying in an interview that she wants to find Garcelle a boyfriend. She said, "I'm invested in this." And I said, "I can die now. I don't even need the boyfriend." That's what Garcelle's saying. She said, "I need a moment." When she saw me, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? I need a moment." Oh, Julia Roberts. It is so funny. We get some of the most interesting celebrities who are fangirls, like Rihanna, Jennifer Lawrence, Julia Roberts. We get some interesting celebrities who are fans of the Real Housewives. Speaking to Entertainment Tonight in her own interview, Julia said that Garcelle needs a boyfriend. "I don't have anyone in mind, but I'm going to be thinking about it all day." According to Garcelle, she's open to so many things following the cancellation of The Real. "I want to produce. I want to spend time with my kids before they go off to college. Even though they just started high school, I just want to continue to do what I love to do, and that's being an artist. I do miss it. I really felt that was a niche that we had, that we could talk about our community. And even though we were women of color, we had different perspectives and different views. So I hope to do it one day again soon, because that really was a platform that I enjoyed." I mean, I thought that Garcelle was great for the Real too. I think that if they give her the opportunity to be on another talk show or a part of another panel, I think she would be absolutely fantastic. Now, although the Real is no more, Garcelle is still in touch with her co-host, and that's good. And Adrienne Bailon's one of them and welcomed her first child. I was so happy. I was texting her. She was texting me back, and I was like, why are you texting me back? You should be so busy. I'm over the moon that her dream came true. Now, continuing on, Garcelle revealed what she hopes people will remember about her own history. I think for me, I came from a country that no one expected anything from me, and I feel like I've lived the American dream. I've been able to leave my stamp here and there, and I think that's what being an immigrant is all about. We bring something also to the country. It's not just what we take. We also bring. So it's important for us to be inclusive of all people. This is why I like her. It's important for us to be inclusive of all people. And then you have other people on her cast that are just like trying to rip apart families. I don't understand the dynamics. Like, talk about a true ensemble cast. Now, getting into the preview clip for tonight, we got a little bit more that was mentioned, and I think it'll be interesting, but I did say this in a previous pre-record where I think that we're going to get it at the end of the episode, and I think it's going to be left as a cliffhanger for next week's episode, which, yes, I know is always so annoying. However, I think what's going to happen tonight based off of this clip, Kyle, Lisa Rinna, and Kathy sit down, and Lisa Rinna is trying so hard to just run the smear campaign and rip Kathy Hilton apart. You can tell in the episode, in the preview clip, and she's like, Kathy, you said some really awful things, and not just about your sister here. You said things about all of us. And she's like, you know, I think you have a temper. What do you think? She's like, I don't have a temper. She's like, well, then what would you call that, Kathy? She's like, a temper tantrum. She's like, you know, I think with the altitude and 3 days and just, it was a lot. There was a lot going on. And yeah, I think that's what happened. And Lisa Rinna looks at her, and of course, she's not going to accept this because she wants more. She wants someone to be held accountable, yet we never get to hold Lisa Rinna accountable for anything. And she's like, Kathy, are you trying to use that to shut me up? She's like, I think that you need to seek help, Kathy. I think you need to seek help. And Kathy's like, listen, Lisa Rinna, you've said some unkind things too. And she's like, we're going there. That's where you want to go with me. And Kyle looks so uncomfortable. So this is going to be an interesting episode to say the least. But I really hope that Kyle sticks up for her sister because it doesn't seem like that's what she's doing. Even though we did see a preview where Kyle was talking to, I believe, Dorit, and she was saying there are a few girls in this, cast in our friend group that are trying to bring my sister down. So it's like, open your eyes. I understand these are your friends. That's your family. And if Kathy said something, she already owned it. She apologized to Kyle. Why do we have to run a whole smear campaign? Bring out these old books. Try to, destroy her at the reunion. I don't get it. This is hurt people hurt people. I'm going to leave it at that. So go ahead, comment below. What are your thoughts? Give me your unfiltered opinions. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And don't forget that we will be back live tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. I love you guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.